Hello guys, this is Shar. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for returning. Now I'm here to discuss Marcel and Letitia Scott Foundation Every Child Needs a Home initiative. Now, is it me, or I would not have felt comfortable with having this scene included in this episode, knowing that particular initiative, as they called it, was a fail. Or if you don't want to call it a fail, it was incomplete. I mean, they may have had the casino night party at their establishment at Black, and I don't even know if they did. I mean, if you guys know that they actually still had the party, you can comment below. I don't remember if they still had it or not. They probably did. But the point I'm making is, because they didn't really make any money from that, like no one really donated, meaning it didn't get complete. What they were striving for, supposedly, allegedly, which was to help, I'm assuming, like low income people or families that were living in, homes that were, for lack of a better word, raggedy, or needed help, needed in home improvements, or just needed a home in general. Like they were going to use that money to help with home improvements and help build homes for people who could not get a home on their own. That was the gist of the foundation or whatever. But they didn't get any money. Like no one donated. The only person that donated was Dr. Contessa. She donated $100. Now, when they first posted this was either at the beginning of this year, at the top of this year, or at the end of last year, 2022, when this was all originally going on, when they were originally talking about this. In their link, there was an area where you can see the donations that they were getting. And I guess Tisha, because it was on Tisha's IG, I guess Tisha took a screenshot of when they first made the promo. People started to hear about it and donate it. Now, the only person that donated was, like I said, Dr. Contessa. Tisha took a screenshot of that and put it up in her IG, posted it up in her IG. And that was the only donation that particular initiative had received. The Every Child Needs a Home initiative, that was the only money that they received for that particular initiative. That's it. $100 from Dr. Contessa. Now, I'm quite sure if they had received more monies, then Letitia would have posted them, because what's the point of her just posting that you guys, that they received $100 and didn't post any more of the donations? You know what I mean? Like, she only left $100 there, but they ended up receiving $200,000 or $100,000 or $90,000. You know what I mean? Like, she would have kept track and kept posting more and more and more and more and more money that they were getting. But she never did, because no one ever donated. It was being said back at that time in the YouTube streets that people didn't feel comfortable with donating because they felt like the money that was going to be donated was going to be used by them for their personal gain. Like they were going to, in other words, people thought that they were going to take that money and use it for Scott Manor. Because like last year, we all know that they did a lot of scenes on the show at Scott Manor where it wasn't nothing but gravel. They was constantly walking up big hills of gravel and rocks. The uncle tried to do what uncle tried to do, but uncle or no uncle, you got to pay me. You know what I mean? If you want me to move all these boulders and rocks and gravel, you got to pay me. So they had a few scenes last season where they were throwing around dirt and gravel and rocks, but nothing ever got done or completed because the Scotts really don't have the funds to get this done yet. Now, will they ever get the money to get it done? Probably, I guess. They probably will. I mean, if Sheree Whitfield from the Housewives of Atlanta can actually get Chateau Sheree completed and finished, then I believe in my heart of hearts that the Scotts can get Scott Manor completed. Now, will they get it completed on the land that they got? I don't know. They might have to sell that land because they may not ever have enough money to get that land together. Like, the foundation is what it is. The foundation is the foundation of the home or any structure. So a house can't be built on a crappy foundation, or your house will get to leaning or cracking or whatever. So they got to be on point with that foundation and getting that ground and gravel together. And because it's so much land, I don't know if they're gonna ever have the funds to get it done, because as we can see, and these episodes are really, really telling to their business acumen. Thank you, Mel, for that word. We see that the Scotts do not have a really good business acumen. Like, they do not really know business. They don't really know how to do good business, and they're not really good at business. From what we can see, I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not with them, but from what we can see, it doesn't seem like they're good at business. Doesn't seem like Letitia is good at business. Maybe she's good at selling homes and brokering real estate deals for properties and homes and things like that, which is business, but that is just a certain category of business, which is real estate. Now, she can be good at real estate business, but not necessarily good at all other types of business, right? You know what I mean? Like, you can own a hair salon and you could be very, very good at running your hair salon, but here it is, you tried to open up a dollar store. I'm just using that for example. I don't know. You tried to open up a dollar store, or maybe you tried to start a lawn business, but you weren't really good at the lawn business. You didn't really make a lot of money at the lawn business. Or you opened up a dollar store, you wasn't really good at the dollar store business. You know what I mean? Like, you can have specializations in business that you're good at, but not necessarily good overall in business. And I feel like that's a gift, and again, I hate to go back to Mel, but Melanie Cherie, it seems like she's just good in business in general. Like, she knows the recipe. She knows what it takes to make a business of whatever category flourish, right? And that's what makes you a good business person, because regardless if I'm selling Christmas trees, pens, t-shirts, selling homes, whatever it is, I'm going to do good because I know the recipe on how to sell or how to make a business flourish. And that's a gift. Everybody doesn't have that. Everybody can't do that. And in my opinion, from what we're seeing on the show, it does not seem like the Scotts have a good business sense or a sense of business, right? In my opinion. And you drop down below, you can tell me the opposite. That's fine, as long as everybody is respectful or whatever. But so to go back to this initiative, as they called it, when they originally did this promo, and why did they change the promo from the original promo that they did for this Every Child Deserves a Home initiative? When they did it the first time, Letitia had on she had on a red wig or burgundy colored wig with a cami, like a camisole top, or it may have been a camisole type slip dress. Because I remember saying, that's not even professional. That's like an after 5 look, like sexy siren type look. And you on here talking about Every Child Deserves a Home. That the look and what they were talking about didn't mix. But Marceau looked presentable. He had on a black blazer with a black shirt, buttoned up shirt. And now they're using a completely different promo. Like, I don't know where this one came from, because that was not the original promo they did for their casino night for this Every Child Needs a Home initiative thing. So, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have wanted to use it because we didn't do anything with it. We didn't help any child with any home in any capacity. They only got $100. Their financial goal was $100,000. They did not get that. Okay? They didn't get it. So I would say that was an incomplete initiative, or if you want to call it a failed initiative, whatever you want to call it. And because of that, I wouldn't have wanted to use that. So collectively, I would have wanted to go to production and to Carlos King and be like, look, can we use other footage that you guys, never used for us or whatever? Because we don't want to use this footage talking about the initiative because we didn't complete that initiative. Something went wrong or whatever. You know what I mean? Let's come up, you, production, us, collectively agree on some footage to use in replace of this. You know what I mean? But they went ahead and used it, or maybe Carlos King them said we are going to use it point blank in the period for whatever reasons why. I don't know. I'm not saying that happened. I'm just saying if I were the Scotts, I would have called Carlos King and be like, look, can we use some other footage? Our initiative didn't jump off. We didn't do good with it. We didn't complete it. We didn't help anyone with their home. We didn't build any homes. Let's use something else. But they used it. So, and then they used a whole nother video of their promotion of this. Like I said, the original promotion was Letitia in a red wig and Marceau had, Marceau had on a black blazer and a black shirt. So both promos, the original one and this one that they did tonight, we saw last night, was unprofessional. Like Tisha still got on some type of after 5 cocktail hour looking look, which that's not professional in business. Like when you're talking about asking people for money for less fortunate families and to help them with their home or to help them build a home. Like you're supposed to look presentable, professional. Marceau got on a polo shirt that didn't look ironed. The half of the one side of the collar kind of looked stretched or whatever. I don't know if it was even polo, like Ralph Lauren. I didn't see a man on a horse on it, so it probably was just a shirt that looked like a polo shirt. I don't know. But I'm just saying it wasn't professional. He's bent over the, he's bent over the casino table or whatever, playing with some chips, not even really looking at the camera or the iPhone that was recording them. He wasn't even really looking up. And then he bent over and then he playing with the chips. It's like, it don't even look professional or believable. I wouldn't give y'all anything either. And then, like I said, if you remember correctly, the financial goal that they were trying to hit was $100,000. So people were saying in the YouTube streets that that's not even enough money to realistically help people with home improvements. Or it definitely wasn't enough money to help people build a home. I mean, it will take the whole $100,000 to build a home. You know what I mean? Like, unless these homes were miniature homes where, like, I don't know, the homes were costing, I don't know, $10,000, $15,000 to build. So, you can get a couple of homes out of $100,000 if that was the actual price to actually build a home. I'm just saying all of this as an example. So when you say that you want $100,000 to help with home improvements and help build a home for someone who may need a home built, who can't get a loan from the bank or whatever. I mean, it sounds a little, the math is just not mathing, right? It sounds like it just wasn't enough money to really help people in the way that they were, saying that they wanted to help people, which is why people felt like that money that they were going to get, that they didn't get, was going to go in their own bank account and help them get Scott Manor going. People were saying that this $100,000 mark that they said that they were trying to raise was probably the amount that they needed to get this gravel and all these rocks and boulders together and removed from the property. That's what people were saying, So, yeah, I don't know. You guys drop down in the comments. Tell me what you think. Like, Would you have wanted to use this footage knowing that you didn't even get this particular initiative going? Like, you didn't even help anyone with this particular initiative, and you only made $100 from it. And I guarantee you guys that they did not give Dr. Contessa her $100 back. They didn't give Dr. Contessa her $100 back. I bet you they didn't. I bet you if and I follow Dr. Contessa on IG. I bet you if I were to DM her and ask her, did she get her $100 back from the Scotts? I bet you she'll say no. But in all honesty, I don't even think Dr. Contessa would reply back to me, because she would probably be like, this person is being messy. And, probably wouldn't even reply back. But then again, maybe she would. Maybe she would. She would just reply back and say, yes, they did, or no, they didn't. But I'll never know, because I'm not going to message her and ask her that. But I bet you anything that the Scotts did not return that woman's $100. I don't think they did. Just looking at the type of people that they are cappers, they are liars. You know what I mean? And I'm going to talk about Marceau and Martell's discussion in a separate video, because I don't want this video to be very long. And I'll probably talk about what Kiki said to Mel at the very, very end of last night's episode in a separate video as well next week, when we actually see that episode, because you got to chop this stuff up now, because you have certain parts of the episode that's juicy and really good, and then the whole rest of the episode is boring. So we got to start chopping these episodes up and just getting bits and pieces out that make sense, or that's worth talking about. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about Marceau and Martell's conversation in a separate video. But yeah, you guys drop down in the comments. Tell me what you think about Letitia and Marceau Scott Foundation. Help every child, or every home, every family get a home, or whatever. Tell me what you think. Do you think it was a scam and people saw right through it? That's why they only ended up getting $100. And would you have wanted to continue on showing this business thing that they came up with, knowing that it was incomplete, like they didn't help anyone? So, I mean, like I said, I would have wanted to contact Carlos King and can we use some other footage? We don't want to use that. You guys drop down in the comments, like the video. Please subscribe to the channel, hit your notifications, and I'll be back for the next one. Bye. And also, check out this clip.
I'm not really a gambling man, but when I bet, I always bet on black.
Join us for the very first Bet on Black casino night here in Huntsville, Alabama.
A portion of the night's proceeds will go to the MLS Foundation's initiative, Every Child Deserves a Place to Call Home.
It's our initiative to make sure we do our part in the community and locally and provide a home for kids, a place that a child can feel loved and secure. Together, we can build communities.